my. Let's see what's up with the world. Big news today. That's pretty big. I got a feeling that tomorrow's gonna be a good day. That the stock market's gonna go crazy. That tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, aDudemanbro, and I hope you all are having a fantastic night. This is the penny stock video of the week, you know, all my picks for next week, and we got some crazy news just recently within the last hour or so. Congress finally got their crap together and they decided to reach a agreement on a stimulus. So I think that this is going to make tomorrow and next week the stock market is going to be crazy, and you know, I think that we're going to see awesome gains. And you know, I would watch out for some retail, Amazon and whatnot. Those types of companies too are going to be crazy good because, you know, people are going to have extra money finally, and especially during the holidays too. It's going to be great. But anyway, before I get into all that, I want to say thank you so much for joining along in this video. If you find any of this content useful, or if you like the way my face look or my glasses are cool, go ahead and hit that sub button. I promise you, you can always take it back later. Also, go ahead and like this video if you found any of it, you know, amusing, or the intro was cool. Go ahead. You know, I do these videos for everybody, for us as a community, to make us some money, so you know, we don't have to do that 9-to-5 grind anymore. That's the whole entire concept of all these videos. Anyway, let's jump into this video right now. As you can tell by the intro, and I mentioned it already, Congress finally reached a Rona stimulus deal. Finally, we were waiting for this, and this is kind of what's been bringing up the stock market a lot. I think this is going to push the stock market to go crazy tomorrow. That on top of the FDA approval for Moderna, I think that we're going to see a crazy, maybe even rocky, honestly. You know, you never know. With two good things happening, you never know what's going to happen with this crazy stock market. But anyway, I'm going to jump right into this. Like I said in my videos before, it's not a penny stock video without talking about Mara and Bitcoin and whatnot. I know that they're not in the concept of being a penny stock, but I want to bring them up because EBON is still within the penny stock realm, and I think that we're going to see a crazy good price action going into tomorrow, especially with, I think, Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, and it continued to go up and up. These three you should not take off your watch list. I mentioned in my last video, the non-penny stock related video, that these are definitely long-term investments. First new one I want to talk about is DPW. This was one of my awesome gains that happened last week or the week before. Went from $2 to about $10, and anyone that bought the dip when I mentioned it last two videos, I think that you're going to see some awesome gains going into next week. I think the good news with the EVs and the stimulus are going to be pushing EV plays amazingly. I think we're going to see some awesome gains. You know, there's so many out there that are good EV plays. I do want to kind of touch on IDEX too. I think that it's going to be seeing some gains tomorrow within, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of it, especially with everything that went on with the shorting and the news from all that. It kind of is one of those stocks that I kind of like to stay out of because there's too much question marks upon it and whatnot. So I do think it is going to be going up into next week. And I want to say DPW, I think, is going to be going up a lot. Sunworks and a lot of other, you know, SPPI, if any of you guys that got into that on my recommendation, I think it's going to be seeing some awesome gains too going into next week. Workhorse and those two beam on my last video, the non-penny stock related videos, that's going to talk about those. But DPW, have this on your watch list. I think that this will no problem go 40-50% going into next week and within the next month or two. So keep this one on your watch list. Sunworks, I talk about this one, you know, one comment actually said that I love Sunworks. I do like it a lot. It's made me a lot of money. One, Two, I love the fact that they stopped the merger with Peck. For me personally, I think that that makes me think that they have something in their back pocket that they might possibly be able to, that they could do it on their own, and that makes me feel like the stock has a lot of potential. They're up 11%, which is awesome, and I think that this will no problem hit above $5 to $6, and you could see some awesome 50-60% gains. Peck, this is one that I haven't talked about in a while, but I'm very bullish on. This one has went $12 plus when SPI and PPI or PPSI were blasting off, and I want to say that in the last few weeks, it's been consolidating, but going all over the place, honestly. And I wasn't a huge fan of it until Friday. And I actually picked up a few shares at the low $6. After hours, I actually ended up going down about 3%. But I'm very bullish on this going into next week because the EV, sector and everything, I think is going to be crazy. And it should be definitely a lot more than Sunworks, at least double, in my opinion. So I'm going to be looking at this in the long run for sure. A few other plays I want to talk about are cannabis plays. IGC, everybody should have this on your watch list. It has been consolidating, and we've seen a lot of buying power and pressure going into Friday and last week. This chart, I think, looks bound to be rocketing off to $2 plus next week. And like I said in my last video, I don't think cannabis plays are done by any means. If you guys bought into a couple of Tilray and APHA last week when it was lower, when it took a little bit of a dip, when people started selling, that's the best time, I think, because it was oversold. And with some big news from cannabis plays, I think we're going to be seeing in the first quarter of 2021, we're going to be seeing some excellent things with a few of these companies. SNDL too, I want to say that this one too, I would keep it on your watch list. It's went to 60 to 80 cents, actually touched $1 the last time it shot up. Keep this one on your radar too. Buy in the dips, and you should see 60 cents to 80 cents, no problem, going into the first quarter of 2021. I feel like I should touch on the merger between APHA and Tilray. If I can just bring up an article real quick. There are analysts that are cautioning over the merger. I think that this is going to be an excellent thing for the company. They're going to own a good amount of the Canadian cannabis industry. They're going to have a huge amount of all that and command 17% of the market in Canada. I think that's huge. They're going to keep on going, and with cannabis laws and everything, they're starting to be less restrictive. I think that we're going to start seeing more and more people buying up these stocks and shares. So keep these ones on your watch list. I think APHA under $8, I think, is a steal of a buy. Tilray, I'm a fan under $9, but I would watch out and see if this one dips a little bit. But Tilray still has a possibility to go $10 plus. So watch out for both of these companies because I think that they should not be slept on. One other one I wanted to talk about before I go on. It's not really a penny related stock either, but I need to talk about it with the EV. I wasn't able to cover it in my non-penny stock related video, but Fuel Cell Energy, I think that this one will also see huge buy potential and huge price action tomorrow, especially with the whole EV play. Watch for this one. Watch for $9 or under entry point. I think that it should be able to see 25 to 30% easy on this one. Chart, I think, is looking good. We've seen a lot of consolidation going on the last week or two, and I think that we could easily see this one pop back and be in an uptrend to $11 plus. I do see this one going $12 plus within the next 2 to 3 months. So keep this one on your radar because I think that it is slept on and it is going to be a huge gainer. The last one I want to talk about is HTBX, and this is one that I've talked about in the past. Seen kind of some bad news recently with its reverse stock split. It went from almost $10. It's now sitting at about half of that, 50%. And it took a heck of a beating the last couple of weeks because of that and everything. And people were staying away from it. But we've seen some really good news within the last 4 days, actually. So first of all, they announced completion of their vaccine for the Rona. This is very good, I think. And on top of that, they also did announce that they trademarked a new RapidVax, which is an application for that too. So we are going to be seeing, I think, some very positive bullish signs from the stock going forward. I think so. I would say keep it definitely on your radar. So I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope you liked my concepts and a couple of my ideas about these stocks and everything. Please leave in the comments below what you think, you know, a couple of the stocks that you all are looking at for next week and going into next week. Let me know how your weekend was too. I love to converse with you guys, and you know, I love to know what's going on. You know, it makes me feel like, you know, we're a team and everything here, because that's why I do these videos. You know, you all are amazing, and I love the community that we started here. You know, I cannot ask for any better of a community. You know, just the love and appreciation that we all have been sharing with each other with the last couple of months. It's been amazing. So, but anyway, if you want to follow me on any social media, I have my Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon in the description below. Also, if you'd like to check out any platforms that I use and use my referral links, they are in the description below too. You'll get a free stock, and so will I, using any of those referral links, and really goes to help the channel. And I use all that money to 100% go right back into the channel to make these videos a little bit better, so they're a little bit more tolerable to watch and everything. So, but anyway, that's the whole video. You guys stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, yo.